Imagine a farm where animals take charge, overturning their human oppressor. What happens when the oppressed rise to power? Do they create a utopia of equality and prosperity? Or do they fall prey to the same greed and tyranny they once fought against? These are the questions posed by George Orwell's powerful allegorical novella Animal Farm. This deceptively simple tale of talking animals on Manor Farm, who rebel against their human farmer, Mr. Jones, offers a chilling commentary on the human thirst for power and its corrupting influence. Published in 1945, Animal Farm remains as relevant today as ever, a stark reminder of the dangers of totalitarianism and the importance of safeguarding our freedoms. Animal Farm is more than just a fable about talking animals. It is a profound and thought-provoking piece of literature that delves deep into the complexities of human nature and society. It's a scathing critique of totalitarian regimes, exposing the dangers and the inherent corruption that comes with absolute power, particularly the Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin, whose reign of terror left an indelible mark on history. Orwell, a democratic socialist, was deeply troubled by the Bolshevik Revolution and its aftermath, which he saw as a betrayal of the original revolutionary ideals. He witnessed firsthand the horrors of Stalin's dictatorship, the brutal purges that eliminated political rivals, the relentless propaganda that manipulated public perception, and the crushing of dissent, which silenced any opposition to the regime. Animal Farm became his vehicle to expose the hypocrisy and brutality of the Soviet regime, using the farm and its inhabitants as a powerful metaphor. Using animals and their rebellion as an allegory for the Russian Revolution, Orwell painted a vivid picture of the rise and fall of idealistic movements. Through the animals' experiences, Orwell masterfully illustrates how power, even when seized with noble intentions, can corrupt absolutely, leading to tyranny. The novel serves as a cautionary tale, urging readers to be vigilant against all forms of tyranny and to recognize the signs of authoritarianism, regardless of their ideological guise, reminding us that the fight for freedom and justice is an ongoing struggle.
Comrades, we must never come to resemble him. All men are enemies, all animals are comrades. We must stand together, united against our common oppressors.
Animal Farm begins with a sense of hope and a vision for a brighter future, and idealism. The animals, led by the wise old Major, dream of a society free from human exploitation, where every animal can live in harmony and peace, where they are masters of their own destiny. Old Major articulates their shared longing for freedom in his stirring speech, introducing the revolutionary anthem Beasts of England, a song that encapsulates their hopes and dreams. The animals, inspired by his vision, unite in their common cause, driven by the desire for a better life. They work together, shoulder to shoulder, believing in the possibility of a utopian society. The rebellion, spearheaded by the pigs Snowball and Napoleon, culminates in the overthrow of Mr. Jones, the tyrannical farmer who has oppressed them for so long. The animals, drunk on their newfound freedom, celebrate their victory and establish the 7 commandments of animalism, principles intended to ensure equality and justice for all. They paint these commandments on the barn wall for all to see. The future seems bright, full of promise, and the hope for a more equitable society. The animals believe that they have finally achieved the dream of a fair and just world. However, this initial euphoria is short-lived, as the reality of their new leadership begins to set in. The seeds of tyranny are sown early on, hidden beneath the surface of their joyous celebrations, as the pigs, with their superior intelligence, gradually assume control, positioning themselves as the new leaders.
Comrades, we must be ever vigilant. Our enemies are everywhere, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike.
Napoleon, cunning and ruthless, begins to consolidate his power, using fear and manipulation to control the others, eliminating rivals and dissenting voices with calculated precision. He banishes Snowball, his main competitor, ensuring no one can challenge his authority, and rewrites history to portray himself as the sole hero of the rebellion, erasing Snowball's contributions.
This is an outrage. We fought together for this. How can they betray us like this?
The 7 commandments, initially etched on the barn wall as unbreakable laws, are gradually altered, their meaning twisted to serve the pigs' interests, reflecting their growing corruption. All animals are equal morphs into the chilling addendum, but some animals are more equal than others. a stark reminder of the pig's betrayal, signifying the pig's ascent to a position of dominance over the other animals, solidifying their control. The animals of Animal Farm are not merely fictional creatures. They are carefully crafted representations of human archetypes, each playing a crucial role in the unfolding drama.
I am the visionary boar embodying the initial spark of revolution. My wisdom and eloquence inspire the animals to fight for a better future.
As the ruthless dictator, I represent the corrupting influence of absolute power.
I am the intelligent and idealistic pig, symbolizing the potential for good that is ultimately crushed by Napoleon's tyranny.
I personify the exploited working class, blindly trusting our leaders, always working hard and staying loyal.
And then there's me, the cunning propagandist, manipulating language and distorting the truth to maintain the pig's control over the farm.
As Napoleon tightens his grip on power, Animal Farm descends into a chilling depiction of totalitarian rule. Fear and intimidation become the tools of governance.
My dogs, trained as my personal guard, enforce my will with brute force. Dissent is silenced, often brutally.
Boxer, the loyal workhorse, despite his unwavering dedication to the cause, becomes a victim of the pig's exploitation.
Even though I worked hard and stayed loyal, when I outlived my usefulness, I was sent to the slaughterhouse. My fate is a stark reminder of the pigs' disregard for the very principles they once espoused.
Propaganda, disseminated through squealers' masterful manipulation of language, plays a crucial role in maintaining the pig's control. History is rewritten, victories exaggerated, and failures blamed on enemies, both real and imagined.
The animals, constantly bombarded with propaganda, become increasingly unable to distinguish truth from falsehood. My constant repetition of slogans like Napoleon is always right and 4 legs good, 2 legs bad effectively numbs their critical thinking, making them more susceptible to our manipulation.
And so the power of propaganda ensures that the pig's control over the farm remains unchallenged. The dream of equality and prosperity that had fueled the rebellion lies shattered. The pigs, now indistinguishable from their former human oppressors, live in luxury, while the other animals toil endlessly, their lives little improved from their pre-rebellion existence. The 7 commandments have been replaced with a single, chilling maxim. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. This blatant hypocrisy underscores the pigs' complete abandonment of the principles that had initially justified their seizure of power. The farm, once a symbol of hope and liberation, has become a mirror image of the oppressive regime it had sought to overthrow. Section 9. A mirror to history. Animal Farm is a powerful allegory for the Russian Revolution and its aftermath. The pigs' rise to power mirrors the Bolsheviks' seizure of control in Russia, with Napoleon representing Joseph Stalin and Snowball representing Leon Trotsky. The expulsion of Snowball and the subsequent rewriting of history parallel Stalin's purges of his political rivals and his efforts to control the historical narrative. The animal's blind obedience to Napoleon reflects the cult of personality that developed around Stalin, where dissent was silenced and absolute loyalty demanded. Section 10. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. One of the most enduring lessons of Animal Farm is the corrupting influence of power. The pigs, initially motivated by noble ideals, gradually succumb to greed and tyranny as they consolidate their control over the farm.
Napoleon's transformation from a revolutionary leader into a ruthless dictator illustrates the seductive nature of power and its ability to corrupt even the most well-intentioned.
The pigs' exploitation of the other animals and their disregard for the principles of animalism demonstrate how absolute power, unchecked and unbalanced, inevitably leads to oppression. Section 11. The importance of critical thinking. Animal Farm underscores the importance of critical thinking and the need to question authority. The animals' blind acceptance of propaganda and their failure to hold their leaders accountable paved the way for the pig's totalitarian regime.
Squealer's manipulation of language and his ability to distort the truth highlight the dangers of accepting information passively without critical examination.
The novel serves as a stark reminder that even in seemingly utopian societies, the ability to think critically and challenge the status quo is essential to safeguarding freedom. Section 12. A timeless warning. Animal Farm is a timeless warning about the dangers of totalitarianism and the importance of safeguarding our freedoms. The novel's message transcends its historical context, serving as a chilling reminder that the human thirst for power and the seductive allure of ideology can lead to oppression, regardless of time or place. Orwell's masterpiece urges us to be vigilant in defending our freedoms, to question authority, and to never take our liberties for granted. It is a call to action, a reminder that the fight for a just and equitable society is an ongoing one, demanding constant vigilance and a commitment to upholding the principles of freedom and equality for all.